Okay, so how did you find the boat?
Well, it was out in the yard, out in the yard, the boat shop's yard here. I was talking to the boat builder here about you know what I wanted. I wanted a boat. I'd never had a boat before. I wanted a boat, something nice to sail out in the Plymouth Bay. You know, so we were talking about different ways of you know, getting a boat, and one of the least expensive ways is to find an old relic and, you know, get the lines out, or, you know, bring it back to, you know, good repair. And he's like, if you really want a project, we've got this boat sitting out in the yard here, and it was this Duxbury Duck here. And he was like, you know, but it's, you know, pretty derelict, you know, it's pretty bad. It's your boat if you know, if you want to go through all this repair and also have this class sort of, you know, Wednesday night, so we can generate some, you know, excitement about, you know, boat building and get the local population, local people interested in what's going on down here. Any given night, probably 10 show up.
We have with this boat is a really derelict hull, but we have all of the hardware, all the fittings for the boat are all intact. They're not here, they're stored away, but we have the sails, we have the shroud stays, all the wire, and a lot of the, like I say, a lot of the fittings and the deck of the boat are all intact. And they're in really good shape. And on an antique boat, that's what's valuable. If you're going to restore something, having the hardware, having those pieces is a big part of the cost. So what we started with was a hull that was almost like a raft. It was broken back and just completely flat, and the saddest looking creature you ever saw. And what we did was we created a strong back that we could orient the boat to. And we had the lines plan for the boat. We had all the plans so we could carefully restore the shape of the boat. So once we had the shape of the boat restored, then we could go into working on the structure. But that structural repair is about 90% of it, even though you may think it's incredible for me to say, looking at the boat. About 90% of that work has been done. About 90% of the reframing has been done.
Can you zoom in on?
Is that going to make it? Is it still not bent enough?
No, this is the old one.
Oh, okay. I was going to say this.
I was.
What made you interested in working on this boat?
Well, it wasn't this boat in particular. It was boat building in general. I was very interested in seeing how, I guess, how some of the artisans were keeping this trade alive. Wooden boats in general interested me, so that's why I was happy to have stumbled upon this project.
So why did you decide to start teaching the class?
Well, I've been giving workshops in the area for about 10 years at various places. The Hull Lifesaving Museum. I do a course at MIT, Duxbury Bay Maritime School. So we do a bunch of workshops anyway. And my agreement to have my boat shop here is that I give this kind of programming. So that's how we decided. So we're getting actually fairly close to the point where we can plank this boat. And if you believe what I say, that all the other parts are good, we're actually not that far from being complete with this.
One of these summers it's going to go in the water, and if we really get cracking a bit, another 6 months we could probably have it just about ready to sail.